This is your dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. Starting from humble beginnings, Nick has been beating the markets for over 2 decades. He shares with you his take on the profitable trades that will have you moving towards financial freedom in no time at all. To see an in-depth review of his track record and much more.
Welcome. This is your daily dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. I'm Kerry Lutz. It's 5/10/23, show 490. Well, the CPI is the big news today, Nick.
Yeah, the CPI was definitely the big report today, and it was released at 8:30 this morning ahead of the opening bell. And basically, this report was basically in line. So, the market seemed to rejoice early. We had a big pop at the open, and now we're starting to get a really good fade out here. So this is going to turn into an interesting trading session. The market rejoiced early, got that big gap higher open, the futures ramped up, and now we're seeing, the market starting to roll over a little bit. So this is going to be what I think is going to be a pretty important trading session. Again, that CPI, I don't think was anything to write home about. And, the core CPI, which excludes food and energy, was in line as well. So I think a lot of people are starting to think, hey, these numbers are a little bit fuzzy. I just had a Costco bill that was outrageous. I filled up my gas tank. Prices of gas are going back up despite oil not at new highs. And, I look at this thing with a little bit of suspicion.
Yeah, well, of course, because we know that inflation runs in cycles. It doesn't just happen a couple of months and then go away. There's nothing transitory about a cycle, right?
Exactly. And, Kerry, a lot of people don't realize this, but you have wars going on all over the world right now. That's inflationary. And then on top of it, you got a lot of supply disruptions still happening. How many train derailments have we seen? How many fires have we seen at farms and things of that nature? Those are all supply disruptions. That's inflationary as well. And then you look at the Trump administration printing $6.6 trillion, the Biden administration already up to about the same amount, and he's still got time on the clock before his term is over. So, we are looking at tons of money creation. This is all inflationary. And once the market realizes it, I hate to say it, this rally will be over.
Yeah, no doubt. And we knew there was going to be a dip in inflation. And this might just give the Fed the grounds it needs to start cutting, right?
I don't think they can cut. I honestly don't think they can cut. And I'll tell you why, because when I look at the chart of bond yields, whether it's the 2-year, the 10-year, or even the short-term paper, yields look like they want to continue to go higher. The trend is up. They're just in a consolidation phase. So I just don't see how the Fed is going to be able to cut.
Yeah, well, where there's a will, we'll see. But energy stocks are looking weak today, too.
Yeah, energy's taking it on the chin. You have crude oil down about 1.5%. We're looking at the leading energy stocks like ExxonMobil down about 1.3%, Chevron down 1.5%. So energy across the board is weaker today. Even nat gas, which had a good couple of sessions today, pulling back by 4%. So everything in the energy sector is down. And that's such a big sector because that's where so many people are parking money these days. And we're definitely seeing that group under pressure.
All right. What's happening with the the Regional Bank ETF, KRE?
It is not looking pretty. So the KRE today down about 1.6% as we speak. The chart looks broken. I mean, we talked about this going back, the last month and a half saying, hey, this is making bearish consolidation. Then right here, I believe on the May 2nd, it broke down and it still looks really, really weak. I just don't trust it. I think anybody trying to play the regional banks right now, it is just a very difficult trade. I am avoiding that area at all costs.
All right. And gold is down a little bit today?
Yeah, we got gold down just about 0.2% as we speak. Again, it's nothing terrible. Gold yesterday was shining. It was up again. It just really is holding up very, very well. And this tells me there's a lot of underlying fear out here, despite the markets, trying to push higher almost every day. Gold is telling us there's still a lot of problems in the system.
Yeah, the canary in the gold mine.
Yes.
All right, debt ceiling. So this is like kabuki theater, and it'll carry on until it's time before there's a shutdown. They just can't afford that politically at this point.
I agree. I mean, this is getting old. They need to change the term debt ceiling to debt raising because
Yeah.
not going to ever. I mean, they've raised the debt ceiling 104 times already. This will be 105. It's just getting to be where it's almost pathetic that they even call it a debt ceiling. And like you said, kabuki theater is a perfect term. We're going to go down to the final minutes. And, even if we do default, they're going to shut down a couple of parks and then, then they'll raise it and come to some kind of compromise. But, we just go through this all too often.
Yep, that's exactly what they do. They shut down like Yosemite. They shut down veterans monuments just to upset people.
Just ridiculous.
Play on the fear. Hey, so Bitcoin, we're not really covering it that much because it's been kind of lackluster. It broke 30 for a couple of seconds. Now it's back down, but it's up today. But
Bitcoin, it's catching a bit. I'd love to see one more nominal high, and I think it's going to be the short of the century. All in all, today it's doing well, up about 1.6, 1.7% as we speak. But it's been very, very choppy over the last 6 weeks. I mean, it's been extremely choppy. So traders, just take it for what it is. I'd love to see one more pop to a new high just above that 31,000. And I think it's a short after that. And, I still have an $11,000 target on this thing. So I think that's where it's ultimately headed.
All right. Bitcoin, 11,000. We'll leave it at that. And we will be back on Friday. In the meantime, go over to inthemoneystocks.com. See Nick's extensive trading record and how he's beaten the averages for decades. Twitter feeds at ITMS, at Nick Santiago01, at Kerry Lutz. Emails are welcome, kl@kerrylutz.com. Post your comments on the YouTube channel. And Nick, we will see you on Friday.
Sounds good, Kerry.